Dear students, welcome to School Success. Today in this video, we'll do the question answers of the chapter The Happy Prince. So let's get started. So first we'll do some reference to context. So the first statement is, Prince, now that you are blind, I cannot leave you. The question is, how did the happy prince turn blind? The prince turned blind because he gave both the sapphires that were in his eyes to the needy people. The prince asked the bird to remove the sapphire stone from one of his eyes and deliver it to a young playwright. Also, on the third day, the bird had to pull out the second sapphire stone for a poor match girl. This turned the prince blind. Next question. What kind of friendship developed between the swallow and the happy prince? Answer. Both the happy prince and swallow made great personal sacrifices to help the less fortunate. Their friendship exhibited selflessness, kindness, and compassion. What happened to the swallow and the prince later? After helping the needy people, the swallow was tired and wanted to sleep for a while. It has become winter, and swallow soon dies from the cold. Shortly after, the mayor, his guard, and crowd came. They saw the dead swallow lying beside the statue and the happy prince without the ruby, the sapphires, and the bolt. They thought that the statue was now worthless and threw everything in the trash, including the swallow. The swallow died from cold, and the prince died of a broken heart. What does the sentence tell us about swallow? When the happy prince donated both the eyes as sapphires, he turned blind. The swallow knew that the prince needed his help, so he decided not to go to Egypt, even though his friends were waiting for him by the Nile. This tells about the selflessness of the swallow. Next question. Why was the prince named the happy prince? Answer. When the prince was alive at that time, he was not aware of what tears were and what sorrow was. He used to live in a palace where there was happiness all around. All the courtiers used to call him Happy Prince because he used to be happy all the time and he had never experienced poverty, hunger, or sorrow growing up in the palace. Next question. If the happy prince had the chance to be Next question. If the happy prince had the chance to come to life again, what do you think he would do differently? Based on his experiences as a statue, explain your prediction. The answer is, if the happy prince were to come to life again after his experiences as a statue, it's likely that he would approach life and his role in the world quite differently. This His time as a statue allowed him to see and understand the suffering and hardships of his people, which deeply moved him and motivated him to help them, even at great personal cost. If given another opportunity, he would likely show empathy, actively participate in activities that engage in broader social causes, and demonstrate wisdom in utilizing funds to create a positive impact. Another question. List the people Happy Prince helped and why. The Happy Prince helped the poor director, the young playwright, and the poor match girl by providing them with valuable jewels to ease their respective hardships. He also distributed his gold leaf to the general poor He also distributed his gold leaf to the general poor and hungry population in the city to provide them with much needed help. Another question. Compare and contrast the characters of Happy Prince and the Swallow. How are they similar and how are they different in terms of their characteristics and actions? The answer is the happy prince and the swallow shared a common selflessness, compassion, and kindness. Both are deeply moved by the suffering of the poor. The happy prince, a golden statue, sacrifices his own beauty and comfort by giving away his precious jewels and gold leaves to help the needy. The swallow, a living creature, sacrifices his journey to Egypt and ultimately his life to assist Happy Prince. However, both Happy Prince and Swallow differ in their origins, as Happy Prince was the prince of a kingdom, whereas Swallow was a wandering bird. Happy Prince was wealthy with good life status, which the Swallow did not had. They differ in their viewpoints towards sufferings and hardships of people, as the swallow was initially not interested in helping the needy people as much as the happy prince. The prince was empathetic while Swallow was only obeying the orders passed by him. They also had different capabilities, as Happy Prince stood high enough to see the world misery, whereas the swallow actually helped those needy people seen by the prince. Another question: how can you communicate the profound values you have acquired from the Happy Prince to your cousin and inspire her to delve in the play? Compose a letter elucidating the values you believe the play conveys. Compose a letter elucidating the values you believe the play conveys. And here goes the answer. Dear Simrit, I hope this letter finds you well. I recently read The Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde and I was deeply moved by the values it conveys. The story beautifully illustrates the importance of love, sacrifice, kindness, empathy, spiritual beauty, and friendship. The Happy Prince's selfless acts of helping the poor, sacrificing his own comfort, and demonstrating understanding of their suffering left a deep impression on me. It showcases the power of kindness and the beauty that comes from helping others. I encourage you to delve into this play as it reminds us of the significance of compassion, selflessness, and the profound impact of our actions on others. It is a timeless tale that beautifully captures these values. I hope you find as much inspiration in it as I did. Let's discuss it further when you have had a chance to read it. Warm regards, XYZ. So, this was about the question answers on the chapter. So, this was about the question answers in reference to the context about the chapter The Happy Prince. Hope you found them useful. If you want, if you want more videos, please like and subscribe my channel if you want more of such kind videos. Happy learning. Thank you. ये बोलो एक तो ऐसे बोलो कि if you want more videos like this one. Just if you wo- if you want more of such videos, please like and subscribe my channel. Happy learning. Thank you.